Here we are at Jackson County Correctional Institute, formerly known as I.W. Davis Prison. See, we're part over here at the visitor parking. Now entering the Georgia Department of Corrections property. Blah, blah, blah. You can be searched. I've never been in this prison. There's a dog over there. Guard, bloodhound. Designated smoking area. I do have a cigarette, so we'll start here. No, sir, I'm okay.
You're on private property right here. You're not allowed to film.
Sir, this public.
Government establishment.
This is Jackson County Correctional Institute, owned by Jackson County, operated by the state of Georgia.
Correct.
I'm on public property, just as public as if I was on the sidewalk, sir. I'm allowed to film. I do this for a living. You can come make contact with me if you want to. You can ask me what I'm here, what I'm doing. I'll answer what questions I decide to answer, but I'm going to take some video and some picture of the facility here.
For what reason?
I don't have to tell you that, but for my personal reasons. News, media, content, publishing, whatever I decide to do with it. I have no ill will, no ill intent. I'm not here to drop any drugs off. I'm well within my rights, sir. Call a deputy out here if that's what you need to do, because you obviously don't know who this is public property. Let me finish my cigarette. Beautiful dog. The dog didn't say anything to me. How's it doing, puppy dog? This is all the parking. That's obviously the entrance to the staff parking here that I'm in, visitor parking. This right here will be the entrance to the facility. Visitation day, Saturday. I'm not here to visit nobody, and I'm past the hours. I'm not responsible for accidents. Approved visitors only. Tobacco free, except for down there. Jackson County, Georgia vehicle. Jackson County uses their deputies, deputies in training to operate this facility as correctional officers. So a lot of the corrections officers that work in this facility, I don't know why he's opening that door again, wind up being deputies here or elsewhere. This county vehicle. I guess another one that belongs to the detail truck. I don't look like a truck, but looks nice and detailed. Got some personal vehicles here. Personal vehicle, another county vehicle. As you can see, there are no signs that say that I'm entering a restricted area at this point. Another designated smoking area. I might have to stop there if this guy comes back out. You can see they're watching me on that camera right there. How you doing? See that camera? The camera over there. Camera there. Take a second for old Lori. There's an inmate walking laps. Zoom in on this guy. All deliveries sign in at front desk. I'm not here to deliver nothing. Some packaged ice. I don't know if this is extra staff parking or what this is, but some of my family spent some time in this area, but or in this prison back when it was I.W. Davis. Looks as if we got some deputies that want to speak with me.
Sir, you're gonna have to leave the property.
I'm not gonna have to leave this property until I'm ready to leave this property.
Yes, you are. This is private property.
This is public property. This
No,
is,
it's not. It is private property.
who owns this property?
The county.
The county.
As a private property.
This is a publicly funded
You have to leave.
prison. I'm not
If you do
okay,
not-
both of you are corrections. Neither one of you are A, going to get me to leave here, or B, get me to identify myself. If you think I have to leave public property, go ahead and call a deputy out here, and you two can be educated today. I'm not here for any ill intent. I'm taking a video. I'm doing a little narration. Got a dog over there, beautiful dog. But if either one of you,
it's private property.
it is not private property. If it's owned by Jackson County, it is publicly funded.
You're gonna have to call somebody to remove you.
Please, I'm waiting. I guarantee, but mark my words, nobody gets my name, and they leave here before I do. Anybody want to put money on that? You could have just come out and asked me what I was doing, and I told you. I did tell you, didn't I? Told you I was taking some pictures and video. Well within my rights. Constitutionally protected rights. He's not leaving. He's not identifying, he's not leaving. I'm in the white car, you can run my tag, but guess who is not gonna come back to? I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna stand right here and wait for the deputies that show up.
He said he's waiting for the deputy to show up.
This is public property owned by Jackson County, funded by the public. I have every right to be here.
You want us to wait outside or go back in? All right, 10-4. All right.
So y'all don't make asses of yourself. You go back in. That's why he's having you go back in. Dipshits. You're gonna learn today. They're not gonna put shit on me. No chains on me. We're down here in the designated smoking area again. I'm gonna flip this back upside down. Wonder what they did with my dog. They're gonna give me what I want today. Let's go see where it says private property, no trespassing. Department of Corrections property, not private property, owned by the county of Jackson, run by Jackson County because it is Jackson County Correctional Institute. Our tax dollars fund this prison. Our tax dollars fund the people that operate this prison. None of this is private property. This is public property. Just as public as a sidewalk, until I go into an area that says restricted. Those are the visitation rules. I'm not here to visit. Back row free, except for over there. Except for back over there. They on their way?
Yep.
And you hope they put the cuffs on me? What do you think the chances of that happening are? I tell you, 0 to none. Because this is public property owned by Jackson County, funded by taxpayers. Just as public as a park. Till I go somewhere that says restricted access. Don't worry, it ain't coming back to me. Also, you realize you have to have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion, to run a tag, don't you? It ain't gonna come back to me or my address. I'm not stupid. Do this for a living, big fella. And hopefully you learn a lesson today so that when you make it out there on patrol, you realize you cannot tell somebody to leave public property.
It's not public property.
When it's owned by the county, it's public property, sir. Funded by taxpayers, just like a city park. This is as public as any sidewalk in Jefferson or Commerce. And you're gonna find out today. Where's he at? He doesn't seem to be in too big of a hurry. Y'all should probably stay inside when he gets here so you don't look stupid by the end of this video. Dipshit. How's it going? Old Lori waving in the wind. Old Lori waving in the wind, as she should be. Private property. Private property. Oh, it feels good up here in the shade. Too bad we can't see in there. Apparently they're not Goldberg fans. I wore my Goldberg t-shirt today. Hopefully if we get arrested in it, then, you know, it'd be my lucky shirt. Because they do not want that lawsuit. Jackson County does not want that lawsuit. It's private property, but there's not a no trespassing sign in sight. Private property, but it's owned by the county. We're gonna let this whole thing run. They don't seem to be in a hurry to get here. They'll be coming from that direction. And Jackson County, the sheriff's office is less than a mile and a half. Less than a mile as the crow flies. I'd love to pet that puppy over there, but they won't take too kindly to that. I can't come here and film. How's it going, puppy? I don't have any drugs on me, I promise you. Good doggy. Good puppy. That's a good puppy. Whew. 15 minutes. He confronted me within the first 2 to 3. Called at least 6 or 7 minutes ago. Nobody seems to be in a hurry to get here. And talked about public property versus private property. I can't go into a restricted area. This is ironic. Welcome to Jackson County Prison, state of Georgia. Jackson County Prison. What we got right there? Maybe that's a fucking bag of weed somebody dropped off for him. Wasn't me. Oh, I'm betting, and hopefully they're listening, because, you know, them talk boxes work two ways. I'm betting that Jackson County is smarter than the two guys that decided to come out here and very rudely, in my opinion, try to tell me I couldn't conduct a constitutionally protected activity. But it doesn't seem like Jackson County is going to show up anytime soon, at least. Must not be too worried about it. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to go to the Jackson County Jail and do the same thing there as soon as I leave here. It's a nice office. That's a nice office. I don't know what all's back there. I've done plumbing here. So I've been on the back side of this building, actually in the dorms, doing plumbing back when I was a plumber, but it's the first time I've been here since then, actually. Glad I came. I wish I knew if there was a Jackson County deputy coming. I'd like to smoke me another cigarette, maybe. Have to wait. These guys are going to put me through a 3-cigarette day. Can't smoke here. Have to go to the designated smoking area, which I'm glad they have. I appreciate that. Best part about this. I guess this is where they lock their firearms up when a deputy or officer comes in to drop somebody off, transport somebody, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I'm just trying to continue narration while I wait for Jackson County to show up. I guess they were smarter. We're 18 minutes and 50 seconds in this video, and it's been a while since they said they were going to call county on me. Oh, let's go smoke a cigarette. As you can see, when I move my fingers, we're back in the designated smoking area because I'm a chain smoker. See, technically, if you look, I could go all the way back there and film the backside of this prison. You can go on Google Maps and get a view of the top of this prison. What is my crime that I'm committing by just taking a video of the parking lot? Couldn't even make it to the front door yet. Poor old Lori, but we got her in there. I don't want to walk too far away from that designated smoking area. Damn, I gotta get a camera holder. There's not a deputy coming out. Let's go see if I'm still waiting on county deputies. Yeah, I'm just wondering if county deputies are still on their way, because if they're not, then there's no reason for me to stay here. But if they're on the way, then I'd much prefer to stay.
Okay.
I was curious if the county deputies are still on their way, because if they're on their way, I do not want to leave.
They are.
Okay, thank you. Taking a sweet ass time. Whew. It's warm today. Old Lori isn't blowing in the breeze right now, so it's a little bit hot. It's probably only in the mid 70s, but warm enough to not want to stand directly in the sunshine. I don't know how this is going to go with the county deputies. We'll see. I know Commerce Police Department, they are well versed in the Constitution. And Jackson County, depends on who you ask, I guess. What they know, what they don't. Get away from me. Here's a county vehicle pulling in. Unload weapons here. Oh boy. That guy said he hopes I put him in cuffs. He hopes they put me in cuffs. I used to play softball right over there back in the day when I was early 20s. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Didn't have to go this way. How you doing, sir?
How you doing today, sir?
Not too bad. Could be better, could be worse.
We got a call out here. Are you the one that they're calling about?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm the one taking pictures and video on public property.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I got you. Just doing some journalism?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm just Sergeant Bishop, Jackson County Sheriff's Office.
My name's Shane. Nice to meet you.
Just the reason we're out here is because we got a call.
Yeah,
Yeah, they called you,
Mm-hmm.
and we were instructed to ask him to leave. That
Okay.
it was private property, and he wasn't allowed to be here. He said that it's public property and that he is.
Okay.
So can we educate this man?
He is on public property. This is not private property. This is owned by the county. Do you have any reason to come inside or anything?
I
like
had
that?
no reason to come inside.
Okay.
I did hit the button because they said a deputy was coming. I didn't want to leave before you got here.
Gotcha.
You know, so I did hit the button. But outside of that, I had no reason to want to come inside.
Okay.
I pulled up. I saw that dog. Was so happy because the first thing I want to do was get a video. Start the video with that dog.
I got you.
I don't know what that dog's for, but it's a beautiful dog, and I'm sure it keeps drugs out of this compound. But as I barely made it from there, the first one came out and told me I had to leave. I couldn't video. Told him he was wrong. I don't think I ever cussed either one of y'all. I told you guys I was wrong. I might have raised my voice a little bit because I have a certain way of talking, but I never disrespected either one of you guys. I just told you that you were wrong. And I hope, because you're eventually heading out to be a deputy at some point in the future, hopefully, no? You gonna stay corrections? Well, I hope at least whoever in here else that thought that I could not be where I was gets education and helps them in the future. This sergeant, obviously, I forget his name because I'm bad with names.
Sergeant Bishop.
Sergeant
Just so
Bishop.
I'm clear, you're not interrupting any activity going on here at all? You're just out here videotaping, taking pictures?
Ask him that.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I've done nothing but walk up and down here and take a few videos. Stood right here, waited after they called the cops. I was here for less than 3 minutes
You don't
before I
have to
was
give me
accosted.
your name, but do you mind if I ask it?
My name's Shane.
Shane?
Yes, sir.
Last name Shane?
No, I wouldn't give my last name.
Okay.
No.
All right. What's your name?
Sergeant Self.
Okay. I'll step inside and talk to you right quick, if you don't mind. You have a good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna hang around till you're done.
Okay. Yeah. Let me talk to you right quick. I'll step inside. Oh, gotcha.
And just, I just want to make sure that we both know how this ends. This ends with you leaving before me, just because that's the education that some people apparently need.
Pleasure, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is your lieutenant here?
He is not.
Yeah, my lieutenant is on the way out here. So.
Jackson County, pass. Big pass for Jackson County. Big pass for Jackson County. Says the tent was on the way too. He is telling them that I'm able, within my means, because there are no trespassing signs, no authorized personnel signs.
Yeah, so I haven't found any OCGA code section that would prevent them from being in the parking lot and videotaping or taking pictures lawfully, as long as he's not interfering with any activity going on here, he's not bringing contraband or weapons. I haven't found any law prohibiting them from keeping on public property, so we all allow visitors access to the property. More than welcome to take my opinion. I'm not aware of or anything that he may want to do differently. I can definitely have a conversation. All right. All right. You got the correct number that this gentleman started here has that I'm looking at the automatic. Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Oh, I got you.
And I want to say one more thing to you, and maybe this should be relayed to your lieutenant, because I heard part of the conversation. There are no signs say authorized personnel only, no trespassing. The end of this fence down here where that dog is, I could have walked all the way down to the back side of that building because there is not one sign that says authorized personnel only beyond this point, no trespassing beyond this point. I didn't do that because I didn't want to cause.
I was only doing what we're always told.
I understand. I didn't do that because I didn't want to cause unnecessary alarm. If somebody's walking down the back side of the prison, then it looks a lot worse than somebody coming out here.
Just to brief it on the conversation I had.
Yes, sir.
I explained that the guard line actually stops at the end of County Farm Road.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a guard line sign over there.
Yes,
There's
sir.
one down there.
I know where they are.
I'm not familiar with any specific specifications that regarding laws inside the guard line.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is
They could put up a sign out here that says no photography and it wouldn't matter because it doesn't trump.
Exactly.
It
And
doesn't
you
trump
are-
the First
yeah,
Amendment.
You are correct.
But
But
as
if
far
they
as
did have a sign
following,
that said authorized personnel only,
then I can't go past that.
exactly.
But they can never put that up here because there's
as
visitors.
far as I'm concerned, this is a public parking lot. You can, as long as you're not interfering with any operations going on.
I told them when they first came out, I have no ill intent, not dropping drugs off, and not doing anything like that.
All right,
And
well,
I
I hope,
appreciate you honoring your oath, knowing your oath, doing your job.
Absolutely.
I heard you said your
hope,
LT was
whatever
coming
you're doing
out.
journalism for or audit or whatever goes well for
It's
you.
not
okay?
necessarily First Amendment audits. I'm looking for you. Commerce has passed with flying colors 3 times. I'm looking for people like you.
Okay.
These are the ones that I want to post. The negative ones, a lot of this will get cut out because there was some negativity from those guys. Some of it will get left in to show why you had to come. But I'm looking for guys like you.
Okay.
Those are the ones I want
Well,
posted.
enjoy the rest of your afternoon, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one. Old Lori, waving in the breeze as she should. We'll end this one at 36 minutes.